Please be seated. Good Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom. Chag Sameach, Chanukat Sameach, and Chodesh Tov. I am not the best snow driver. Even though I grew up in New Jersey and we got our fair share of winter storms, I never remember if I should turn into a slide, brake hard or gently. I generally try to follow a snowplow or stay in the tracks of those who have driven safely ahead of me. I've even ended up in a snowdrift or two and spun my tires digging deeper off the path. Perhaps the Hanukkah candles that we light each night of Hanukkah can teach us how to drive in the snow, how to make our world just a little warmer on these cold days. As you know, the rabbis are very detailed in their instructions. They guide us each and every moment how to live a righteous and good life, how to elevate our lives, how to stay on that path of goodness. Every year, Shabbat Hanukkah coincides with the Torah reading of Parshat Miketz, the second portion in the story of Joseph in the Torah. And this is the Torah portion where Joseph transforms from the young, brash, arrogant, and selfish child, the one who relishes the opportunity to tattle on his brothers and boast about his dreams of superiority and greatness. In our Parsha, we meet a different Joseph. He has emerged from the depths of the pit, the darkness of prison, a changed man, transformed, no longer a person focused on himself and personal gain, but now he is a man of morals, focused on others, whose primary mission is to protect family, heal discord and division in his own family life, and ensure that not only his community, but the entire world is safe, nurtured, and has necessary resources. From selfishness to selflessness, Joseph devises a system to feed the hungry and light the way to put others first. And for this, Joseph is given a new title. He is known as Yosef HaTzadik, Joseph, the righteous one, the one who shares his light with others. The rabbis say that contained within each of us is light, and when God created the world in Genesis and Bereshit, the only true way that daylight could shine through is when humanity, when people, shine with kindness and live with kindness. Bereshit Rabbah, Genesis, the Midrash teaches, from the beginning of God's creation, the Holy One, blessed be He, watched the deeds of the righteous and the deeds of the wicked. And when God called out day, when God put their light, the only light that shone was the deeds of the righteous. According to this interpretation, our actions can literally determine whether or not we experience light or darkness each and every day. By living lives of kindness and righteousness, chesed and mitzvot, we can literally power, warm, and bring light to this world and brighten someone else's day. The lives that we lead impact the amount of light and heat in this world. We have the power to spread light. It's in our hands, the rabbis say, when we make choices to be a Hanukkah candle, to spread our light to others like Joseph learned to do. So how does the menorah teach us to be that candle and light in this world? The Chanukiah, which stands tall next to me, this one right here, has 6 candles there for the 6th day. But you may know that it wasn't always our tradition that on the 6th day of Hanukkah, we would have 6 candles. In fact, the Talmud teaches that there are 4 different ways to light the Chanukiah, to light the candles. The Talmud says, first, there was a tradition just on each night of Hanukkah that every household would light one single solitary light. We obviously don't do that. They suggest a second method of lighting, which is every member of the household lights their own candle each night. We don't do that either. Then there is option number 3. Rabbi, the great rabbi known as Shammai, taught that on the first night of Hanukkah, we start with a full Chanukiah of 8 candles. And each night of Hanukkah, we remove a candle, decreasing with each night as the holiday progressed, working down to 1 on the final night. And finally, the 4th version, which of course is the version that we do, is that of Hillel, who taught that on the first night of Hanukkah, we begin with 1 candle. And then we increase. We add light each night so that the 8th night, the Chanukiah, is full. Why start with a full Chanukiah, as Shammai teaches, with 8 candles burning bright, and then decrease each day? Perhaps Shammai was showing us that Hanukkah, which commemorates the Maccabean fight against oppression and intolerance, the fight against a world that was broken and wrong, must be diminished and decreased. Are there many things in our world that we should diminish, that we should remove step by step? Things that are broken that need to be removed. Poverty, hunger, what has to be decreased in our own community? Division and disagreement. Shammai reminds us that we must burn with a passion to never give up our fight to diminish the broken parts of our community and society. Traditionally, Shammai's path of lighting a full Chanukiah on the first day is a universal message of Hanukkah that we must rededicate our lives to a higher purpose. But we can ask, is life about counting down or counting up? Do we start big and then decrease? Is less more? Rabbi Leon Morris of Pardes Institute in Yerushalayim asks in his podcast, is less more or is more more? Simplicity is certainly a value, a term from a world where materialism is overvalued. Is Shammai, the Stoic rabbi, known for living a minimalist life, exemplifying with the decrease of candles in our Chanukiah, the slow decrease of oil that diminished over the celebration of Hanukkah in the Maccabean time? Or is more more? Rabbi Hillel suggests that each day we must increase. We must add light because we anticipate more. We start small and we grow. Or as the Talmud teaches, Ma'alin b'kodesh ve'ein moridim, that we should always increase in holiness, raise up. We should not diminish, decrease, or bring down. For Hillel, the true message of Hanukkah, as expressed in the lighting of the Chanukiah each night, is the idea that our primary mission is to cultivate and increase holiness, a gradual increase of light and goodness in our world, that we should be a light unto the nations. The way that we light our Chanukiah teaches us the true message of how to live in this world as a Jew and a human being. This holiday of rededication is the time when we must strive to increase our commitments by adding light each night. We can add light to this world, heat. We can add to others. We are reminded that to be a Jew, we must recommit by working to increase goodness, righteousness, connection, and care, so that we can count up the days of our lives, because there is always room for more. We anticipate and hope and know that tomorrow it will be warmer, brighter, and better, but only if we are able to strive to do so. Let's keep striving to bring more light into this world. In that way, our community and our world will be better. Shabbat Shalom.